What's up, YouTube? I'm back in the shop today in my actual show garage, and I'm going to be doing an epoxy flake floor. Everybody's seen a million of those, but I am implementing something called Speed Cove, which I'm actually pretty excited about. We've done this on a few of our very high-end homes. It consists of 4-foot pieces of this fiberglass infused like polymer trim. The magic of this is instead of it going down to a kind of a rolled edge, it goes down to like a 1/32 almost knife edge. It's almost sharp. And you epoxy those to the wall, which you can probably see back here. And then it also comes with these seamless 90s inside corner and outside corners. And so you put them all on the wall, then you Bondo the seams, sand it all down seamless, and then I'm gonna roll, yeah, you guys go ahead. I'm just talking here. I'm gonna roll the epoxy up the wall about 8 inches. So I'll take you around real quick, show you the prep, and my buddy Zach's coming over here in a little bit. He's gonna help me lay it down and get the flake thrown in. We'll do one coat of that today. It's our last week in the 70s. It's the last week in the 70-degree marks for the year probably, so it's kind of now or never. And then I'll do 2 coats of polyaspartic clear coat, or 1 or 2 coats depending on top. I may do an aliphatic urethane to keep it really, really chemical resistant. We'll talk about all that as we get into it. Okay, so first thing I did was fill my control joints with Total Boat and fumed silica, just like I would do on a pool. So it's a marine epoxy with fumed silica for thickening. And then you can see the trim here, kind of how it looks. You basically get it glued down. It sticks really flat to the floor until you have a little low spot in the floor, and then you got to do a little more feathering. But you get the Bondo applied, and then feather all the seams, and that's actually going to be Zach's job. He's going to hand cut the trim and broadcast the flake onto the vertical faces while I roll out the floor. And depending on how quick he gets over here, Keith is here as well to help. So we'll see how it goes, but that's the prep. This thing was completely acid etched a couple weeks ago, and we've cleaned it up really good since. Okay guys, so I didn't show much of the install. I had an Amish guy come over with Keith just about the time we were getting ready to start rolling it out. And I thought the more the merrier, so he was in all of the time lapse, so I had to delete it. Guys, it turned out amazing, though. There's a million videos of the actual installation of epoxy flake floors, but I just think that this Speed Cove is such a just super awesome upgrade to the typical floor. And now if I'm in here washing a vehicle or anything else, I'm not worried about the trim wicking up moisture or anything like that. But guys, I built this 15-foot long lower cabinet here. I'm really trying to make this garage have enough storage to keep all of everything stowed so that it's pretty showy, right? I've got the hex glow lights up here, and I got the FJ and the camper. I don't really want anything else out on the floor. I'm going to put a full-size fridge box here. I'm gonna build it later today. I've been building cabinets every Sunday. I'm gonna go all the way 11 feet up, and then right where this electrical panel is, I'm gonna build another cabinet, like a broom closet, where that's just in the back of the cabinet, kind of out of sight, out of mind. And then I'll just kind of give you a quick tour here. All right, so, and guys, I'm gonna do a video also before Christmas, kind of showing off a few of the things that have kind of come out this year, or that I've implemented. I absolutely love this Bissell vac. I'll put a link in the description, but I'm gonna have like about my top 5. The new DeWalt plumbing cutter is next level cool. There's a few other tools that I think are absolute musts. I've got a 4-foot high upper running right here that's 10 feet long, and a cabinet up here that's gonna hold all of my heavier stuff, a lot of my freeze-dried food and my paint. Again, this whole entire room is climate controlled. It's got a 20,000 BTU mini split that keeps it pretty cozy in here. It actually has hydronic heat in this floor too, but it's not hooked up yet. Don't know when I'll get around to it. Did make a butcher block counter out of 7 16-foot 2x4s. glued them up, cut them in half, glued them up, and planed them down. But just to kind of show you up close, I mean, look at that detail, guys. It is so stinking slick, just seamless. I've still got to cut the tape. You guys can hear that. My wife is in China right now, getting kind of excited about our trip that when you see this video, we will probably already be on. She's meeting me in Spain to go to the pool show. And then obviously I'm going on to Dubai after that for the Big 5 with FabForm. But guys, I don't think that these cameras are really picking up how blue this is. It's got this blue flake that is just gorgeous. So you can kind of get the feel of how slick it's going to look. That gap right there at the end is where my trim's going to go. Still need to put trim around this door and put the door in where the compressor is. There's a few things, odds and ends, but I'm getting very, very close to finishing this project. I'm going to also put uppers between this cabinet here and the TV. My Costco toolbox is going to go back over here. So this wall will house just absolutely everything. And you know, another thing, guys, these lights are just stinking awesome. They're not that expensive when you factor in, you know, another light that would provide this much light as efficiently. Hexglow.com, and they've been kind enough to give you guys a 10% discount if you use the promo code GURU10. It's just one of those things I always show because they've been a great partner of mine and given a lot of you guys a 10% discount. So without further ado, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I've got a bunch of pool and ICF content stacked up to come out over the holidays. But I was really happy to get this this beautiful flake floor done before heading out of town. So I will see you guys next time.